Hello, my name is Claire Stem. I'm a senior at Greater Johnstown High School. And at my life right now, my point in life, and my biggest financial worry or concern is paying for college. I will be attending Duquesne University in the fall, which I believe is honestly the best fit for me. However, the financial part is not the best fit for me. I have a lot of problems reaching the pay, but what I learned from reading the book is to apply for as many scholarships as I possibly can. The grants and loans I've actually learned about because I wasn't quite sure on what student loans were or grants, and when I got my financial aid I was a little concerned about that too. But definitely paying for college is my biggest financial problem, and it's probably going to be with me for a good bit of my life, but I'm sure that reading this book I can get a little bit better at it day by day.
My name is Janine Sacer, and I'm a senior at Greater Johnstown as well. The biggest financial concern I have as well is paying for college. I'm also attending Duquesne University in the fall, and just like the aspect of paying all the money. I received scholarships and applied for more scholarships, but there's still an abundant amount of money that needs to be paid for. And I learned from the book, the biggest thing I think is, besides the fact of student loans and loans and grants, the fact that a part-time job, any job is a job. Don't be picky about a job that if you're offered, start from the bottom and you build your way up, and that's what I learned.
My name is Kendra Sliss. I'm from Greater Johnstown High School. I'm also a senior. I may kind of sound like a broken record, but obviously as a senior in high school, one of my greatest financial concerns at this point is paying for college. And one of the things I'm trying to implement myself is to make smart choices about my decisions. I'm at a unique opportunity being a senior that I can work into this and start right from the beginning and not reflect back on what if I would have done this if I was graduating college instead of high school. So I think I'm at a unique opportunity to make that start right from the beginning and learn from things that I've learned throughout the book. And some of the specific actions I took is obviously applying for scholarships, and that if you realize that it's not a lot of work, but the payoff can be big. And I've also reiterated in my life the want it, need it theme that was stressed throughout the book, and that's something I've been asking myself a lot lately. Do I want it, do I need it? And that's played a role in some of the decisions I've made, so I'll pass it on.
My name is Natalie Bonarotti. I'm a senior at Fox Chapel Area High School. I'm in a unique situation. I'm lucky enough to have received both athletic and academic scholarship for college next year, and also have parents that are going to help put me through school. So my biggest financial worry right now is actually the next step, looking at grad school, if that ends up being my course of choice. But right now, I'm mainly going to focus on my source of income, which, working summer jobs, it may not be, the grandest jobs, but I will have a source of income and do my best to make that go as far as I can. So focusing on the little things, do I need to buy it, or do I just want it? Rooming with people, living with other people. When I go to buy a car, looking into that decision as well. So just trying to make my money go as far as I can right now, looking ahead to life after college.
And I'm Chris Mazza I'm a senior at Fox Chapel High School. And one of the things through the years that I'm going to be spending in college that I'm worried about is what I'm going to be spending my money on. And that also played a huge role in the college I chose. I'm going to be attending Slippery Rock University, and basically for all like one of the main reasons was also the price. It was like a somewhat affordable price, I guess, if that makes sense. It's not really affordable. But since I'm most likely going to be paying for all of college myself, and I realized that there's going to be a lot of debt that comes with that. And the book kind of helped me realize that you want to try and get out of debt as soon as possible, even if that means having less money to spend on yourself. The faster you get out, the better, really. So I work during the school year, and I work over the summer, and I'm hoping to do that throughout my years in college as well. So just to continue doing what I'm doing, really.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is David Nist. I'm a freshman at Duquesne University. I'm kind of coming at this from a unique perspective also. My dad is actually a professor at Duquesne, so I don't have a tuition problem. He was very clear I was allowed to go anywhere I wanted, but I picked Duquesne. So, you know, I was kind of surprised when I got to school about how fast the money really does go away. You know, when you don't have money coming in every week. You know, I worked all throughout high school. So the thing that I learned the most from the book, save, save, save. You know, always put extra money away, put it into a savings account, and like the ladies to my left were saying, you know, pick what you need as opposed to what you want. So that's been the biggest part of my choices as I started school. And also credit cards. Credit history was something that I definitely wanted to build up, but I obviously know be very wary of credit cards. You know, you want to not just pay the minimum balance, pay them off quick. So I started a credit card, paying them off, only spending what I needed to spend. So, you know, just filling up the gas tank on that credit card, paying it off, you know, just building a credit history early. So that's what I took away from the book.
Hi, my name is Mark Funderlich. I go to Butler County Community College. I'm a junior, but I will be going to New York Chiropractic University next year. So my biggest concern right now is this will be the first time that I will be, you know, living further away from home and not on a campus. So I really need to learn how to manage my funds more, you know, paying for rent, and the proper way to allocate those things. So I'd say that's my biggest concern. And, you know, also just like they said, I don't have as much to pay back for my undergraduate degree since I'm leaving a year early, or going a year early. But also another thing that I took away from the book that nobody else has said yet is I started a Roth IRA as opposed to a regular one. So I've been taking part of my income, putting it there, you know, starting to save, I would say, pretty early.
Hi everyone, my name is Kyle Wiltsey. I also go to Duquesne University. Excuse me. I'm a senior right now, majoring in finance and accounting. Next year I'm going to be pursuing a master's in accounting degree. So one of my biggest financial concerns going forward is kind of paying for that. My parents have helped me a lot with my undergrad, but they kind of said, you know, if you want to get this master's degree, it's going to be more on you to start worrying about that. So, you know, after reading the book, one of the things I did take away from it was starting to save. One of the convenient features they do now have this in a lot of banks is a reoccurring savings. So every 2 weeks, I have a direct deposit come in from my part-time jobs, and automatically, without me having to do anything, it takes money out and puts it into a savings account for me. So I think that's a really effective way that I can start to begin to save money, and, you know, there's no temptation there to spend it because it goes right from my checking right into my savings. So that's one of the big things that I took away from the book, along with, you know, monitoring my expenses, like everyone has been saying. Do I want this? Do I need this?
Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Brackbill and I'm going to be a first-year nursing student at BC3 in the fall. One of the greatest things that I took away from the book was the chapter on the credit cards. The myth that I was always told, and I was talking to Jean about this earlier, is that people always assume that you have to have a running balance on that credit card to build up your credit, and that's not the case. Don't just pay off the minimum of a credit card, pay off as much as you can. So what I do is I just put a couple dollars on, and as soon as I get that bill, I pay it off right away. So that's one of the biggest things that I've learned from the book.
My name is John Brown-Schweidel. I'm a senior here at the University of Pittsburgh. And I think before reading the book, one of my greatest concerns was just not being ready to handle some of the things that I'm going to be dealing with starting a career. So, how to differentiate what we should put into 401ks and, differentiating between Roth IRAs and traditional IRAs. And I think one thing that's directly attributable to me is I will start working in July. So for the first 6 months, I'll be taxed on only half of what I would earn in an entire year. So it makes sense for me to invest in a Roth IRA for the first 6 months because you pay a lower tax rate. So that's just one thing that benefited me from the book.
Good
afternoon. My name is Margot Lombardi. I'm a senior here at the University of Pittsburgh. And at this point in time, my biggest financial concern is repaying my student loan debt. So after reading the book, my first step was to really take a look at the debt that I have incurred over the course of 4 years here at Pitt. And based on my salary for next year, which I've accepted a job with Deloitte, I was kind of able to build a budget that aggressively will pay down my student loan debt over a 5-year horizon. So that was my biggest takeaway from the book.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Matthew Sowers. I am a senior finance major and economics minor at the University of Pittsburgh, and I'm from San Francisco. So when it came to my financial plan, I decided the best thing to do was to establish some goals, and I made them threefold. First, aggressively pay down my student debt. I currently have 2 Stafford loans, one subsidized and one unsubsidized. 2, I'm going to start preparing for retirement. And 3, I want to build my wealth. So upon reading the book, the first thing I did was complete the assignment that Professor Sukitz has complete, which was a financial plan. And as Margot alluded to, it was a 1, 3, and 5-year horizon. So describe your plans after year 1, 3, and 5. And the way I approached it was I talked about each aspect of my financial portfolio, from retirement to budgeting to should I purchase a car, and see how that evolves over the course of the 1, 3, and 5-year plan. And after doing that, I realized that my biggest worry will be how am I going to pay down my student loans, and I have come to realize that I want to do that as aggressively as possible, trying to get that done within the next 3 years.